going to do? He said. Hello, this is Slingshot Warrior coming to you with this Saturday stream. I decided to do a special stream. And let's see who comes. This is my weight loss journey stream. On this Saturday, I want to see if anybody shows up. Yeah, because I'm going to talk about my weight loss journey. I want to make sure that everyone understands this. I'm in the process of working out, so I put up a picture in my community page showing my the results of my dieting and exercise. Now, there is a reason why I became obese in the first place, and I think it was. Well, thank you. How you doing, Camo Campo? Yes, I am slimming up, and thank you, man. Sorry, my voice, but yeah, thank you, Joseph. I am slimming up. I'm doing good. I've lost a lot of weight. Good for you, Camo Campo. I would like to explain, the answer. A lot of people say you just become obese by just eating bad foods, and that's true. But that's not my case. I became obese because when I was younger, I was put on SSRIs, and with SSRIs are serotonin reuptake inhibitors. I would say never give your kids those dangerous narcotics. It's one of my gripes about the public school system is that they literally will drug you for basically not getting with the program, and they'll call it ADHD, and I don't believe in that stuff no more. I think psychiatry is nonsense. It's quackery. You know what I mean? I've done some research on it. I've read about it. What's my target weight? I want to slim down to the point where I have no belly fat, or at least the minimal amount of belly fat where I don't have any overhang. No more overhang, which would be nice. I have no more overhang fat, which would be really nice. Hunter. Hello, Nomad. But like I was saying, the reason I became obese was because I was put on SSRIs. One of those drugs, I was put on 2 SSRI class drugs. And I would say if you have children in public schools, I don't think you should have them in public schools in the first place. You know what I mean? I would say that you just need to never let doctors say it's ADHD. It's bullshit. Because the one thing that will happen once that child is put on those drugs, one of the major side effects is weight gain. It messes up your metabolism. I'm not saying that obesity epidemic I'm not saying that that's the main cause of the obesity epidemic in America. I'm saying that when you put kids on SSRIs, it messes up your metabolism very badly. It did that for me. I was a skinny kid when I was growing up. I was skinny as a beanpole. Once they put me on those SSRIs, oh, shit. Yeah. I blew up. I ballooned up. Yeah, I understand that. You got that right. It's even gotten worse. I don't really like to talk about politics, but that's the reason why I became obese. I probably would have been a lot bigger and stronger during my teen years if it wasn't for the SSRIs. Um, and this is the reason why as an example, I've always told parents that, take your kids out of public schools. It's not worth it. Trust me, the only thing they're going to learn is bad things. I think that we're trusting of the institutions too much. That's just my opinion. We're too but I see the trend of basically good parents not putting their kids in public schools and homeschooling. There's a lot of alternative options these days, like online academies and stuff like that. You can cyber schools. So that's good that you got weight control. Now, as for me, for my weight loss journey, I have been like air frying. I've been using an air fryer. This was suggested by my family members. An air fryer. I've been eating less processed foods. No more microwavable meals. Less sweets. And that's been a very difficult thing to deal with because you crave the sweet. Now, I have been eating fruits like bananas and apples like you wouldn't believe. But still, you crave a caramel, peanut, chocolatey, you crave a chocolatey eclair, I don't know that, Hunter. No, I haven't, but he's always called me fat, even though I'm losing weight. I would tell you this: that is the best solution, and and basically, what your kids are being taught, Joseph. But at the very least, I'd say this: if someone tells you to put your children on dangerous narcotics, which is basically, and they call it medicine, and then just because the guy is wearing a lab coat, it makes him no different than like the drug pusher down the street, in my opinion. Don't do it. Common sense, people. Common sense. I hope my example of the dangerous side effects of these drugs can really take you away from that. Yeah. Yeah, I know. But that's the point. That's the reason why I got fat. I don't come from a fat family. It was the SSRIs that caused this. One of the drugs was taken off the market that I was on because it caused diabetes. So that's saying something. Luckily, I got off of that particular drug before I got diabetes. So, I really don't trust the system as much because that's probably the reason why I never took the Jabberwocky. I mean, honor. I don't know. I feel sorry for old Anderson Henderson. He's kind of crazy, and I kind of pity him more than anything else. It's very sad that he's destroyed his life like this. I mean, such a talented guy, but he wastes his talent on bullshit. because you probably Nomad. True, true. I don't watch him. I really don't watch the Boyd stuff much anymore. The Boyd is basically prava non grata for me, so I care not for that community. It doesn't appeal to my taste. It's a bunch of immature men acting like children. That's what the Boyd is. Anyway. Well, yeah, those drugs will do it. And he has a bad attitude. I think that's his biggest problem. My biggest criticism of him. He has a bad attitude. He doesn't really, he's not really good with people. I think he lets his ego go to his head. You know what I mean? I don't really care about him no more. I don't care about that community. That community can do whatever it wants. I'm no longer a part of that community. I don't want to be a part of that community. That community is full of people that will tear you down rather than lift you up. No way. I understand that, Joseph. I understand, Joseph. But at the same time, I'm not changing my stance. I'm an advocate of basically exodus from the public school system. I've always been an advocate of that. I don't like to get into politics that much, but I've always advocated the exodus of the public school system. You know, you're not going to change my mind on that one. Yes, I eat beef. I put it in the air fryer to make sure it's nice and healthy and lean. Um, like I eat chicken, I put in the air fryer. If I don't put in the air fryer, I bake the chicken. So I bake it. Um, Now that air fryer generates a lot of heat. I can tell you that. I literally have to basically open my window and put on a fan. Well, two fans actually, when that's cooking because it'll activate my fire alarms. Um, Even though it's not smoking at all, it's just the heat it generates. Sometimes, but those are very expensive foods to eat most of the time. Although I do like shrimp and lobster, I will say that lobster tail is pretty good. Well, and the good thing about that, Richard, is that now we have online academies. Um, Technology has really solved that problem. Um, Richard, the one thing that really baffles my mind. I'm a Baptist, by the way. That's my religion. And the thing is, we have all sorts of Catholic schools out there, but we don't got no Baptist schools. Where are the Baptist schools? Maybe you might find a rare one from time to time, but you don't have any. There's a Catholic school just about everywhere in America, but there's no Baptist schools. Something I'm going to address with my church, my church people. No Baptist schools. I might try that. I might come see you, Joseph. I'd like to see you. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I got to check on my eggs. Yes, I also eat hard-boiled eggs now. A lot of hard-boiled eggs for protein. Yeah, well, that's the reason why I eat less chicken and beef a lot. I don't like pork, so I prefer chicken and poultry or beef. Well, like I said, there's new technologies out there that you can choose an online academy. You can also choose a private school, a private tutor or whatever. Take your pick. And that's a good thing. But one thing I really never see is Baptist schools. I think that's what we need. Give me 1 second. I'm on that similar diet, protein and vegetable diet. All right, man, I got to check on my eggs. Be right back. Give me 1 second. Hard-boiled eggs. All right, I'm back. That's good. That's good, Iron Man. One. You got me a thumbs up, bro. Yeah, like I'm saying, I'm trying. I lift weights, as you can see. So yeah. Yes, you're welcome here. Look, I'm gonna explain this, okay? I'm not trying to push people away, but here's the thing. I don't want to bring up this old ghost again. Look, I just basically am having trouble. I just want to purge that community out of my life. That community has caused me great harm, and so has you know who. You know what I mean? As long as you're neutral, I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? I try to explain that. I'm not trying to be mean, but I got to make some hard decisions here, you know? I understand what I hope you understand that, you know? I mean, I'm trying. Anyway, getting back on my weight loss journey, okay? It's been a long, hard journey. there was a lot of damage done to my metabolism by SSRIs. And this is why I always say do not put your kids on SSRIs no matter what they say. Welcome, Nancy. You're not getting a link, Bergs. And I'm done with your community. Joseph Bishop, can you help me out, bro? Richard Kent. Well, thank you. Thank you, Iron Man. You know what, Iron Man? I know who you are. I'm going to give you a... There you go. Yeah. You see, that's the reason why I want to purge that community out of my... Because they're no good. They're no good people. You know, I've realized that. You know, they're just people that just are stupid. They just want to bring other people down, you know. Amen, brother. I just made you moderator. And for the record, I'm not purging everyone that was associated with the boys. Just the more problematic people, you know. The people that are directly... Oh, Santos, how you doing? The people that are directly associated with you-know-who. You know what I mean? You want to... Thank you. That's interesting. I'll have to look into it. I like pickles. Yeah, I do. I like the dill ones. Anyway, getting back to the point, I'm glad. I am happy that I'm slimming down. My goal is to lose more belly fat as time goes on. I want to basically lose as much belly fat where I do not have overhang. I hate overhang. You know what overhang is like when you got a belt on? That sucks. Thank you, Rusty. Iron Man, can you help me out, brother? Yeah. That's good. I love vinegar, so I love things that taste like vinegar, so of that vinegar taste. I've been known to put like mixed vinegar into my noodles, my spaghetti noodles, so to give it that tangy taste, you know? That extra tang, that extra zest, you know? So it's always good. Well, I'm glad that my weight loss journey is doing well. Oh, good. I'm eating hard-boiled eggs too. That's the food I use to get my muscles, my protein. I don't eat protein shakes. I ate 4 hard-boiled eggs, and then I go to the weight room, to my little weight room with my free weights, and that's how I get my big muscles. I eat hard-boiled eggs. Now, there's a way of hard boiling eggs that my dear aunt has taught me how to do. That works every time. It takes a little while because you want a good hard boiled egg. You have to wait for it to cool. You have to basically you just start when you first boil the water. It has to be cold water, and put the eggs in the water and then boil it slowly up. You got to wait for a while. And then you turn it off, and you wait. I have to wait maybe about an hour, 2 hours for the water to cool. The hard-boiled eggs are really good. The shell will just come off after you do that. So there's boiling and there's cooling process. The hard-boiled eggs, it's like like blacksmithing. Yeah. Yes, I've had pickled eggs. I love pickled eggs. I've made pickled eggs. I have actually made pickled eggs. I made a video a while back, years back, of me making pickled eggs, showing you how to do it using salt with vinegar and stuff like that, and putting it in a container, and letting it set. How to preserve it in the salt, in the vinegar, in the brine. Well, that's pretty good. I like chicken stew. I've made a lot of chicken stew over time. I like my chicken stew tomatoey, with a tomatoey kind of taste, with chunks of chicken in it. Never mind that. Beef jerky is good, but it's very tough. Hard to chew. Goodbye. Hey, I'll say this. If you want me, come and get me. I'm right here. Most of you trolls don't have the balls. Interesting. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, it does taste like leather. I will say that. I mean, it tastes good, but when you're chewing it, it's like chewing leather. It tastes good, but it's like chewing leather. It's very fibrous. Some jerkies are actually more softer than others. So I've made pickled eggs. Maybe I should make some more pickled eggs. That'd be a good idea. I should do a new video of me making pickled eggs. I still got the vinegar. I got the salt. Would be interesting if I made some pickled eggs and showed how it was done. I can use a container and I do like pickled eggs. And no stores. I've looked around all the grocery stores. They don't have pickled eggs anymore. So I decided to make my own. Totally true, Iron Man. Totally true. The one thing about being on a diet that really sucks is the fact that you crave sweet things a lot of times. You get sweet cravings. Um, I have fruit and all, but there's these diet foods that I've been buying from the Walmart that are basically sweet foods that help you with the cravings, like when you crave chips and cheesy things, or when you crave just like the keto stuff, and Oh, good, Richard. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff, Iron Man. But as you can see, I've lost a lot of weight. I've slimmed down. I have not reached my full goal yet, but I'm getting there. Mm. Same here. Same here. Strong like a bull. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you don't see that anymore, but you can easily make it if you wanted to. Um, it's just basically vinegar and salt in a jar. It preserves the egg pretty much. It's salt. Before we had refrigeration, by the way, was the food preserver that we used, like salt pork, salt, and a lot of things was the food preserver in like the olden times before there was refrigeration. We used salt. It's been used in Japan. It's been used in the and basically colonial America. Salt was the original food preserver, meat preserver, actually. Salt and vinegar pretty much preserved the food. I mean, they also use vinegar to preserve food as well. In a jar of vinegar, you could actually, you preserve. It's like the old saying, pig's feet and stuff like that. Pickled meats and stuff like that. Yeah, they existed for a reason. Why a lot of things were pickled back then, or salted, because it preserved the meat, it preserved the food. You know. And in case things get bad, that's a good thing to know. That when you no longer have refrigeration, you might want to try basically salt. Buying a lot of rock salt, I would say. Buy a couple of basically couple of bags of rock salt. Not just for the snow, but in case you need to preserve your food. Hey, Brian. No, Camo Camp. I have never done that. I've heard about it, have not seen it. I mean, I have not ate it. I mean, I've heard about it, but I haven't ate it. So, I think a lot of times in the third world, salt is still used to preserve food, you know? But the point is here is that that would make sense, Brian. Well, I'll put it this way. I have a little bit of potatoes with my broccoli in my meals. It just makes the meal more filling. So I have some potatoes, some like these little potatoes that are in a can. I boil it with my frozen broccoli, so it just makes the meal more filling. Um, all right, man. I agree, and I like potatoes. I really do. I like potatoes. So, and I got a little Irish in my blood. Not much, but a little, a little. Um, so true, Iron Man. Thank you, Iron Man. As you can see, I've been trying. I have been trying. My bike got stolen recently. I'll get a new one soon, though. Um, you see, I live in a very seasonal environment. For those who don't know, and when it gets cold here, it gets really cold. And the winds blow hard. No, man, you can't do cycling during the wintertime. Well, I don't eat a lot of rice pudding, Rusty East. I understand. I try to do that, but there's not much I can do. There's no thing. Yes. Well, I have an exercise room. Um, in my near where I live. There's in this particular complex you can see, and basically there's an exercise room that has an exercise bike that I use. I also do a lot of sit-ups. I put my feet underneath my couch, and I go up and down. I was in a gym. I was in the Y. I was in Planet Fitness. Not opposed to it, but the thing is that I find that I get a better workout with my home gym. Um, let's see. Let me think about that. Camo camp. I had setbacks. I'll say that. I wasn't discouraged. I just realized I had a setback, and also I was talking to my doctor, and I was having low. I'm still having some lower back problems, and the only way to get that lower back problems covered is like drop the weight, and of course, it's better for my health. I have high cholesterol now, and I guess it's because I fluctuated a few times. I slacked off a few times, and it's my own fault sometimes, you know. Camo camp. Well, trolls not so bad because they're cowards. A thief will take what's yours. So, so true, Nancy. That's true. That's true. See, my cardio is on the exercise bike. It's and doing sit-ups and stuff like that, and walking, and basically doing the things that I need to do. Instead of doing the crunches that I'd been doing, I actually put my feet underneath the couch and I do actual sit-ups, and that's really helped. You know. Amen, Iron Man. Well, not all day, but I do sit-ups in between, like in the afternoons, um, when I'm drained. You know, or in the morning, depending on the day. You know. I'm looking better, and basically, I feel better. Uh, it's very important to get in the shape. I would say I'm doing my best, and I always give the advice to the younger guys: you got to hit the gym. You know, I've done karate. I've been slim before, so I know. Obesity is a problem in America, but there are many reasons for it. It's starting to become a problem in the UK, from what I've heard. Processed foods is one of them. Giving your children SSRIs instead of disciplining them. You know, I would say that children need discipline, structure. Um, Instead of giving your child dangerous narcotics, try discipline. Try actually being a parent and not being lazy. A lot of parents these days are lazy. They don't want to monitor what their kids are watching on social media, and they certainly don't want to basically try to educate them. You know, I mean, try to basically teach them the lessons they need to learn. Yeah, I'm the same. I like good food, like Iron Man Spartan, so I understand it. So true. So true. It is. It is. It boosts your testosterone. Iron Man. Thanks for the thumbs up. I got 3 thumbs up, everyone. And I always say this to the people. It's like, you got to do what you got to do. Now I got to start living my life. I got to start being, I want to take some vacations, more vacations. I want to. Well, thank you, Iron Man. So true. I just was doing some sit-ups and major endorphin rush. Oh, man. Excuse me. Damn allergies. Yeah. For those you don't know, the weather here is very moist and rainy right now. And when it is rainy and moist, I get allergies. I didn't have that problem when I was younger, and now I'm older. So I have to take an allergy thing, help me with those allergies. I used to think that to a certain extent, and it is fun to basically eat a pizza, socialize, relax, but it's going to cost you. It'll cost you, Hunter. And trust me, no woman wants to date a fat guy. No one. But then again, no man wants to date a fat chick. Let's be honest about that. So it's a double-edged sword, Exactly. Exactly, Iron Man. Well, thank you. Don't. Well, I'm glad you remembered at the very least in the end, Rusty. Honor. But that's what it's going to cost you. I mean, obesity is not healthy, by the way. I want to say that. Being obese is very bad for you. It's like obesity is like smoking. It's not good for you. Okay? It's like people who smoke know they're destroying their health. But it seems that people that are obese these days want to have this delusion. Well, I'm not destroying my health. I'm healthy at my weight or something like that bullshit. They're just deluding themselves. Man? Personal responsibility here. So obesity is just as bad for your health as smoking because it does shorten your life. You know, it will shorten your life. It will. Just like smoking will shorten your life. And I'm on a great weight loss journey. I mean, I have the good book here, the good Lord, and I have basically the inner strength to basically keep pushing forward. I know life isn't easy. Life is a test, you know, and nothing worthwhile comes easy. Amen. Iron Man Spartan. I will say this. One of the main causes of obesity in men is low testosterone. Part of the reason for low testosterone, number one, is the soy in the food. There's a lot of soy in the food. You got to watch the soy intake in the food and the plastics. You got to, I would say, if you can, I'm not saying you're not going to be able to completely get plastics out of your life, but I would say that reduce the amount of plastics in your life. That way, you won't get the chemicals. Even the BPA-free stuff is bad for you. So I'd say reduce plastics in your life, like drinking from plastics, touching plastics. You're not going to be able to do that, get it out of your life, but you can reduce it. Reduce the amount of plastics you consume. And that would be a good idea. Amen. Amen, Iron Man. There's a lot of truth to that. So I say reduce the amount of plastics you consume. You're not going to completely, at this point in time, get plastics completely out of your life. But by reducing them, instead of, getting, like instead of getting like, for example, I use like the eco plastic, like the non-plastic, like eco stuff, the biodegradable stuff for, the disposable silverware. I try to not get the plastic cups, get the paper cups. I try to basically reduce the amount of plastics I consume. I got the bamboo toothbrush in the other room. Well, yeah, yes and no. There are extremes. There are obese people in America, and there are also very buff people in America, very in shape people. There's in betweens, and there's in betweens. There's chunky people like myself. I would consider myself chunky. There's extremely obese people. I remember one time I saw a fat couple. They were extremely obese. Okay, and the woman was obese. The guy was obese. And they had a baby. They were holding a baby, and the baby had the saddest look on his face. Like, wow. And he was fat too. That baby was fat, 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 fat. You know what I mean? And the baby just looked so sad. Oh, what was I born into? You know? Depends on where you go to, Rusty. That's true. The same reason why people that smoke don't live long enough to get old. You know? It's raining heavily, Camo Camp. The weather has to be good for that, and the weather isn't that good. We have heavy rain right now, so probably not. It's a good idea, Rusty. But I will tell you this, Camo Camp, it will be coming soon, the shooting video. I did do some shooting tests with it, some off-camera shooting tests, and it's powerful. That's all I'm gonna say about it. It'll go through a tin. I'll put it that way. It'll go through flesh, like a hot knife through butter, you know. Amen, brother. I hope you have a pleasant evening, where you are, Iron Man. God bless you. But yeah, that's what I've been working on when I wasn't, in a lot of ways, that's the reason why my absence from YouTube was one of the reasons why I lost so much weight, because I had nothing but time to work out and plan my diet a little bit more. And it really paid off, And that, and watch backrooms content. I mean, I liked a lot of stuff from the backrooms. I don't know why it hasn't been made into a feature film yet. But of course, if Hollywood makes it, it's going to be horrible. I don't care. That's what I think. Okay, I don't care. I really don't care, Brian. Please don't bring him up. Understandable, Camo Camp. We're having heavy rains here, so. I'll put it this way. A lot of people, because of the way, air rifles used to be in the beginning, they think they're still just toys. They're still just like, rat catchers. You know what I mean? No, air rifles have evolved. They're becoming as basically they're getting high velocity as a firearm. You know what I mean? You got air rifles out in at least in the American market that are not regulated by. They're more regulated in the European market that have the power of a firearm, but you don't need. But guess what? You don't need a license for them here. That's pretty good. And look, man, I don't want to go into this. Look, there were revelations that came out about who that made me want to keep my distance from the guy. Okay? I made a video about it. I found out some things, and I was done. Okay? I washed my hands of the situation. That's what happened. It's not the fact that I don't like the dude. It's the fact that he's done things that are despicable. And I don't want to be a part of that at all. At all. It's not, I'm not angry at him. I'm disgusted with him. You know? I hope that explains it. That being said, I mean, yeah, well, don't let the chat go cold. Well, we're going down to 10. I got 6 thumbs up. That's awesome. Well, yeah, thank you, Brian. I'm glad I helped you understand it now, you know? That's awesome, Rusty. That is awesome. But there are alternatives, and these days, and I'm enjoying that. The alternatives. Now, I will say this. I do not like rainy weather. I hate it because it kicks my allergies up. It makes me sneeze and my eyes water. And I don't like that. Then I have to take an allergy reliever and like this. And it sucks because my nose is runny. There's phlegm on my throat. You know, don't like it. Don't like it at all. But we have to live through what we got to live through. Maybe. I've, for example, there was a review of the ballistic knife from our good friend Adam Seladin. He said that it's not as good. It's crap. Adam Seladin sells his own brand of like very good weighted, like balanced weighted throwing knives, and that have way more penetration than basically a ballistic knife. You don't need a license to own an air rifle or less than lethal in America. That's the law. You can buy these online, and it doesn't matter. You can buy black powder online, black powder revolvers, black powder rifles, and it wouldn't matter. No licensing, at least for now. It's not Europe. Now, Europe is much more stringent, much more prohibited. So is Australia. Well, this gun, this particular air rifle, not a firearm, by the way, this air rifle, this pellet gun, was suggested by my good buddy Tack Family Militia, and it has delivered. Although it's .177, it sure can go into a target pretty smooth with the H&N Hornets. You know, it can penetrate pretty well. So even though it's .177, I think you got the it can still penetrate like you wouldn't believe. Well, there are flamethrowers that I've seen that a flamethrower that I wanted, but it can't be shipped to my state. It is a badass flamethrower. You can't even get it. But this thing could torch. Oh boy, it's like it has an electric motor system. Generates the flame and everything like that. It's like this, and it's like it's got like a little square shield around it. It's a very modern system. It's not like the flamethrower with the backpack on it. No. This one is but completely handheld. I mean, it's like, whoa. You know? But in this state, it won't be delivered. I want one, but hey, I'd have to go to another state. And so I think that there's a reason why that my state doesn't want that particular device. Oh, it just seems like a lot of fun. A flamethrower. But yeah, it is a bit of an overkill, I will say. But you can get a handheld flamethrower these days, and mostly I've seen these handheld flamethrowers used, like to clear brush away or something like that. You know. But you have to understand the guy's mentality, okay? Guys love, okay, let me explain to you. It's primal with guys. Guys love two things. Well, three things, I think. Guys love, here's things that guys love hardware, which is basically, which means tools or weapons. Guys love those things. And guys love women. So straight guys love to be with women. So and guys love hot chicks, pretty much. Guys love hot chicks and hardware, building, and of course weaponry. Guys love three things: hardware, hot chicks, weaponry. These are things that guys love. You know? Guys love to build. Guys love to have different kind of weaponry and tools. And guys love hot chicks. Three things. Remember this, ladies. If you want to know about guys: hardware, weaponry, hot chicks. And of course, good food. It doesn't take much to basically make a man happy. These are things that appeal to the primal nature of every man. So you got 4 things: good food, hardware, weaponry, and hot chicks. 3 things that appeal to the hardwired nature of every man. Ah, yes, so true, Art Stew. Maybe in your state you can get them, or maybe not. If you live in England, you probably couldn't get them. Well, that's what a flamethrower is for. Or you can use a Molotov cocktail. That's the cheaper method. Gasoline, I guess gasoline and basically a glass bottle is would probably work. Yes, Camo Camp. I do like flare launchers. That's not with every guy. That's not on a primal level, Brian K. Not every guy likes weed. Probably not. I don't smoke weed. I probably maybe have a bottle of Jack, or maybe maybe do a mixed drink like a vodka and soda, you know. Have a drink. Exactly, Rusty. That encapsulate what men love: guns, knives, and jugs. That's what we love. That is true, Art Stu. You can do that. But women have those primal things that they love too. Women love shiny rocks. Women love gold and jewels. They love things that are colorful. And they love money. They love resources. They love makeup and fashion. And they like guys too, you know? Women have primal things that they love too, but they don't want to admit it. Exactly. Exactly. We just like different things. That's all. What? What are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about, man? I've never walked up to anyone like that. Dude, if you're trolling, you can go. I can tell you that. All right. Yeah, that's. People say weird stuff. Exactly. Ladies, there's the things that you love that that we don't love, but there's things that we love that you don't understand that we love. It's a primal thing, it's But I can tell you, ladies, you can use that information to get a man. If he likes good food and he likes boobs, you can lure him right in. Real. You just got to know how to be a good cook and have a big old rack, And you got to show some femininity and not yell in his ear all the time. You'll be all right. Yes, fire is a very primal thing. But I think all humanity likes fire because it keeps us warm. I think even women like fire. Oh, it keeps me warm. When it's cold, oh, it cooks my food. It cooks my food, which is good. Okay. So you must love flamethrowers then, Art. If you like the fire, I'm doing a little Beavis impression. Fire. Little Beavis impression. By the way, I used to watch Beavis and Butthead. They were funny. I used to watch a lot of Beavis and Butthead back when I was younger. Yeah. Those two idiots, they just made me laugh. I would say that Beavis and Butthead were like the Three Stooges of the 90s. Yeah, I understand that. Got to have a portable stove a lot of times, and some places in America are like that. From what I've heard. Art. That's funny. I don't really need a flamethrower, to be honest. But I want one. Yeah, no one does, but wouldn't say no to one. No man would. I tell you that. Roasting. What a way to start a campfire. Yeah. Thank you, Camo Camp. That's true, but you can always get a portable stove, like one of those propane stoves. They really do help with those rules and regulations. You can always bring a propane stove. I always suggest that. You know. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you. Oh, that's true, Art. That's true. There's something primal about sitting around a campfire. Yeah, that's true. We're winding down, I would say. I got 8 thumbs up. This has been a very good stream. I mean, I talked about some things, and about my weight loss journey. Some things I didn't want to talk about that some people bring up. I really wish they wouldn't bring it up, you know. But overall, it's been a good stream. It's a primal thing, brother. It's a primal thing. That being said, so true, Art. So true. Oh, Don't you just hate it when your back itches? Nah. Ooh, but I got it. What the? No. There we go. That being said, I'm about to go off air. Give everyone a chance to say their goodbyes. It's been a good stream, but I got to go eat my hard-boiled eggs and do some weightlifting. Amen, Richard. Amen. Shooting video is coming soon. Whoa. Shooting video is coming soon. See you, Art. Yes, count your blessings, Rusty. See you, Richard. I would like to conclude this stream in saying that it's been a hard road losing weight. I fluctuated back and forth, but with the new diet and combined with my exercises, I am really achieving some results. And I hope, and maybe in 3 months, to see more results. Thank you, Rusty. Okay. God bless everybody.